Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to the CloudOps Junction. So in this today's video, we are going on a we are going to do a hands-on lab where we will learn how to distribute the content to the SCCM distribution point and how to track the entire process from start to finish using both using console as well as from logs. And before we start, we need to understand what is the content distribution. In the last lecture, we have understand what is the distribution point. Now we will try to distribute a content to a distribution point. So what is a content distribution? Before we start, let's quickly understand the content distribution means. In SCCM, whenever you create an application, package, or an OS image, or SCCM does not automatically send it to the distribution point. So when you create it, it stay live there in SCCM, but it will not automatically distribute until unless you wanted to distribute on the distribution point where you wanted to distribute it. Suppose in your environment, if you have 10 distribution point and if you don't want to distribute to all of them, you have an option. You can distribute it into one, two, four, five, any of them. So it's your choice where you wanted to distribute it. So you must manually distribute it one or to the more distribution point. This step ensure the clients have the right source to download it. Okay. Now, what are the ways of distributing the content? Now, it's very easy to distribute the content. Now, let's first, what we will do, we will try to find out. Now, let's try to find out something that we can actually distribute. Let's go to application. I don't think I have anything created right now. I don't even, yes, I do have some packages, but it is already distributed, so that will not make any sense. Uh, what's the size of this one? Let's quickly check that. And then data source. All right, not this one. Let me check if something have on operating system. I don't have an image. Yeah, I would be having a boot image. Yes, we have a boot image. Awesome, awesome. So we have a boot image and let's try to distribute it. To distribute the content, once that content is created, what you can do, right click and distribute the content. Now it will ask you, it will give you the option on which distribution group or distribution point you wanted to. We don't have a group created. Now, what is distribution group? Distribution group is a collection of distribution points. Now, suppose you have three locations, not three locations, you have two locations. Let understand it in this. Now you have two locations. One is your East US 1 and another is East US 2. Now inside this location, you have maybe two distribution point. One over here. Now, what is the need of creating multiple distribution point within a region or within a site? In case if this goes down, all the I mean there is a backup plan basically. Also, we can manage the throttling options when both the distribution point can send the data or the clients can receive the data from both of the distribution point. Now, what these are suppose your client machines. Now, what we will do, we will create a distribution group. This is called DG, distribution group. And in distribution group, we will add these two distribution point. And these distribution points will point to these clients. Now, in case, and all right, and over here we have one. So if we want to distribute, if you want to distribute the content to one DP, we can do that. And if we have created a group, we can distribute it to the group. So automatically it will distribute it to the both of them. Now let's go back. We don't have any group, we have a distribution point. Let's select the distribution point. Our primary server itself has the distribution point installed. So what we will do, we will go ahead and click OK. Click Next. It will give a quick summary. And when I click on Finish, it will automatically start distributing it. Okay. Once you start distributing it, what we can do, we have to start monitoring it. What monitoring we have to do it? We can do it either from the console or there are logs available. Let's click on close and give a refresh to the entire SCCM. You can see it is in progress state. If I click on content, you will see it has successfully actually distributed. It was very quick. The content itself got distributed very fast. Now, if I wanted it to be tracked from, if I go back to my, again, this one, the first one, you will see it is got successfully distributed. If you want to monitor it, you can do it from here. Either go to monitoring, go to the distribution status, and you can check the content status from here. What are the content? This was the content that we have distributed. It was around 375 8 MB, so it was very quick. Also, let me show you one more thing before we move to the logs file. I will go back to the my place. If I click over here, go to properties. If we wanted to place what if we wanted to know what is the data storage where it has store. If we go to data source, you will find this option where it has actually stored. If you go to the C drive, CCM, SCCM HQ, OSD boots, SMS underscore CHQ, not, let's not do it like this. If I go for CM1 under CHQ, under CHQ, you will find this OSD. Okay, it's not allowing us because I don't have permissions to go over here. Now, let's go to the logs file. Now, to check the logs file, there are two logs file that is very important to track the distribution. One is on site server and second is on the distribution point. Since we have the site server and the distribution point is on the same server, it will be easier for us to look at. Otherwise, we have to log in into that server or we have to remote access that file. Let's go and identify. So over here, we have to find out a log called distribution manager.log. This is the first log file. Now, this is you won't be able to understand. For that, you have to search a tool called CCM trace. It usually be on C Windows program, and if you go over here under CCM, not under Microsoft Configuration Manager, under it there should be logs. First log that we are going to see is Distribution Manager. So DIS Distribution Manager. This is the log file. I will open it with the configuration management tool. Now, okay, before we do that, there is a image ID. Let's copy this image ID. Or a boot name is also fine, but ideally it's good to copy a image ID or a package ID. So you can see CHQ0003, CHQ0003. So we have started it somewhere around this. 40. Let's do it. See, started packaging process threshold of CHQ00. Basically, here, this is the time. This is the time where we have added the package to the processing queue. Now it has processing the queue. Now it has started giving the threads. Now from here you will find that it has actually started doing the content pre-stage, and over here waiting for DP threshold, and here you can see it is finished, not one. Package is somewhere around successfully finished. It was very quick actually. It has actually finished it and updated the libraries. Content library is updated. See? Okay. Now, this is the first. Second is transfer log. If I go back, there is one more called package transfer. How much package is getting transferred? So if I see at 4:14, it was very quick. So even the logs was not even, I'm not sure if the log was got created, but it was, I mean, this is the file where package transfers log got captured. If it is a big, it usually get captured over here. Now, after that, on distribution side, there are two logs called SMS pxe.log and content transfer manager and pull dp logs. Those will not be available over here. We have to change the directory. Let me see if it is available here. Otherwise, SMS. Oh, it's here. SMS pxe. DB log should not be over here. Let's go back and see distribution points, SMS logs. This is the SMS DP providers log. You can check it here. And there should be one more log. Not at this place, but uh, so these are the two more logs that we have to transfer it. We have to check it actually. So if you are doing a content, so if the content is in stuck in progress, then what pkgx transfer log, mgr dot transfer log that you need to have check it. If content is failing immediately, check the boundaries. There might be an issue with the boundaries. If the content is failing, then DP disk size might be full and you need to clean up some of the data. Check if DP is offline, reboot the IIS server. If it is showing in the logs the DP is offline, then try reboot the servers. If regex is content, maybe you have to redistribute the file. So these are the few basic uh, troubleshootings that you can actually do when your content distribution is failing. Uh, mm, I mean, most of the if your boundaries are configured correctly, I mean, you won't be able to having any much issues. So that was a small introduction or a small lab how to distribute a content to the SCCM. If you like this video, thank you so much. Please subscribe.